I honestly did not give this film a chance, but I liked it way more than I ever could expect it. And that's why we're going to get into the review of this new film that's coming out very soon, right now. What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the channel today for another review. So today we're going to be reviewing the film Boys from County Hell, which is going to be premiering April 22nd as a Shudder exclusive film. So yes, that's right, Boys from County Hell, a Shudder exclusive film exclusively on the Shudder app. I don't know what it was. Maybe it was the promotional material. I tell you this, the synopsis is so long that I was like, what? But I know I wanted to check it out, but I just was like, all right, well, whatever. I didn't give it a chance. But man, did I like this film a lot more than I ever could expect it. And I got to tell you, this opening scene, I was not ready for. I was like, oh shit. As soon as I saw it, could not believe what was happening in the beginning of the film, the first 2 minutes. And I will say, I need to know the senior citizen actors in the beginning. I need to know how much they paid to sign on for that, because it is brutal and it is unleashed and it completely sets the tone for the entire film. And to be honest, the film gets better and better the deeper and deeper the film gets in runtime. It truly gets better. And like, this film has a little bit of everything in it, to be honest. Like, it is horror based, but it has some action, it has some drama, some suspense, and it also has comedy. So it's really a good mixture of everything that's going on in this film. And I think everybody will have a really good time in checking this out. But really quickly, what this is about. So you do have this sleepy Irish backwater town, 6 Mile Hill, which essentially everybody in this town, they hang out at the pub, they drink beer. What exactly would you expect for Irish people to be doing? You know, that whole stereotypical thing. They're just sitting around. Everybody knows everybody in the town drinking beer. However, there is a person who is a frequent at the bar, at the pub, shall I say, and he likes to take tourists to this really iconic gravesite, Abhartach, who essentially is the Irish Dracula. Yeah, he's the legendary Irish vampire inspired by Dracula. And what I found out in this film, and I don't know if it to be true or not, but they said the Irish people do not like Dracula, do not bring that name up. So I don't know, I have to do some researching on that. But yeah, nonetheless, yeah, he takes people there and pretty much fools them and makes money off of it, whatever it is. Con artist, call it whatever you want. So you have this other character, Eugene, who's working with his dad there, and his dad's a construction, in construction, and you know, in order for them to do one of the new developments, a road has to pass through where this gravesite is. So Eugene is forced to tear down this famous gravesite in the resting place of Abhartach. So nonetheless, in doing so, they come to find out that by one of their close infected workmates that there is a sinister force going on. So as the night closes in, the boys must fight for survival while discovering the true horror of a myth that hits much closer to home than any of them could realize. So that's the premise of it, and that definitely does sound interesting, but like, it's super long. That's super cut and summed a lot of that up. Just so if you ever read it, you'll see. But yeah, you essentially got this vampire that isn't Dracula going around claiming his victims. But here's the big difference of why it's not Dracula, because Dracula, as we know, recruits and feeds and hunts by sucking your blood, and eventually that turns people into vampires. And what's different here is that you actually are infected by, you know, by the stones of the grave. So whether it's a large rock or a small pebble, whatever it may be, by touching that, it turns you into a vampire. And you know, there's some other little things with it as well, but you'll see when you watch the film. But yeah, so that's the main difference of it. But ultimately, it still follows most of the same conventions of what a vampire is and what Dracula is all about. This film has a lot of jump scares, a lot. And quite frankly, you want to play this film loud. And if you have an opportunity to check this in the theater some way, shape, or form, this is absolutely a good film for it. You will absolutely enjoy it a lot more because, like, instantly when the film starts, you really notice about the loud soundtrack with some rock music and just really loud effects that like it really carries through and adds towards the horror element. So like there's a lot and all sorts of different things clashing, making all different types of sound throughout this film that, you know, it will make it very intense. So like just from sound alone, this film is intense. But with that being said too, this film does not take itself serious. So like I said in the beginning, like it does have a good mixture of things, including comedy, and it doesn't really take itself serious. It plays in this really medium zone, like Zombieland, where like, you know, there's like danger lurking in all corners, but like it's still very fun and very comedic. And the characters, which I'll talk about one really quickly in 1 second, is that it's really driven by good dialogue and just, you know, just that lack of urgency with everything going on around them. So like, you know, it's not quite how you would respond in the situation, you would think. But, you know, for entertainment purposes, it execute well and really adding in the comedic factor. And there's a character in the very beginning of the film that you would think like, oh, he's going to be the comedic relief of this. And while everything seems very serious, especially with the opening scene, you're like, okay, cool. I see exactly what's going to happen with that character. But quite frankly, that character is the one who sets the tone for the entire film, and it's like he's a pretty good indication as to how everything's gonna go for the rest of the film. So yeah, it's definitely like for the first 30 minutes you can't really tell it's gonna be that way, but after that you can be like, all right, yeah, this film is having fun. It's not trying to be serious at all. It is definitely staying in a very happy medium of entertainment and just, you know, hardcore horror. But there's also some really good scenes that happens in it. Actually, my favorite scene comes at about 42 minutes in the film. If you're checking the timeline and whatnot, is when the character Eugene calls the cops. I bust out laughing. It is absolutely hilarious. And I wish I could just tell you what it happens right now. But nope. You have to wait and see. But like, there's some really good horror. Actually, it's some pretty damn good horror. Some good dialogue. Very entertaining. Very funny. And then also when the monster's revealed, I thought the design was okay. I wasn't mad at it at all. I thought it was really well done. But like, there definitely will be a lot of scenes that will have you kind of raving about the craziness that is happening. Like, you just won't see some of this stuff coming. I honestly think I said, oh my God, way more times than I ever could expect. So overall, this film does a really good job. Good, interesting characters, good drama, good horror, good gore, good all type of good scare tactics and all that. I really like this film a lot more than I thought I would. So again, this is Boys from County Hell, which is going to be premiering April 22nd on Shudder as a Shudder exclusive film. Definitely jump in those comments and let me know what you thought about this film. Definitely give this a try. And by all means, if you felt like me, you was like, I don't think it's going to be good, then like be prepared to be surprised, because like it is definitely entertaining and I had a good job with it. But anyway, folks, thank you so much for tuning in to this review. Stay tuned because more reviews are coming very soon. Thank you for watching, folks.